Death in the Fast and the Furious films is more of a suggestion than anything else. It's not exactly permanent. Therefore, even though it may appear that these characters have passed away by the conclusion of Fast X, how likely is it that they will reappear alive? Jacob Toretto, played by John Cena, appears to be the most likely of all the characters in Fast X to actually die. First of all, he only made his debut in F9, making him a relatively recent addition to the franchise. That makes him a touch more extra. Despite the fact that he is a Toretto, Jacob's entire circular segment in Quick X appears to set him up for the respectable penance he makes toward the end. The most grounded and moving part of the movie is about his uncle and nephew taking a road trip with little Brian. In F9, Jacob was mostly seen as a vengeful killer, but now he gets to show his lighter, more silly side. He keeps his promise to his brother Dom by protecting him at all costs and does a commendable job of keeping Brian's spirits up in scary situations. A penance from Jacob would make his entire person a piece simpler to swallow. While he returns around to the side of good toward the finish of F9, he never truly makes up for himself for the numerous rough and insidious things he's finished. It is easier for the series to deal with that dilemma by ignoring it by heroically killing him. Even though the Fast and the Furious films rarely feature fatal explosions, Jacob's bomb car maneuver appears to be his final scene. Just before the Fast ends, X, the wrathful Dante Reyes, has off his head aims to destroy the plane that is conveying Han, Tej, Ramsey, and Roman. It's an amazing turn. Ames uses a missile launcher to blast one of the plane's engines, sending it spiraling around a mountainside after it initially appears that Ames is siding with Dom. There is a huge explosion, but there is no shot of the plane's interior as it falls. So how likely is it that any of these characters are dead? Indeed, in any event, Sun Kang's hand is most likely protected. The establishment previously spent like 5 films killing him, retconning who killed him, and afterward bringing him resurrected. After all the effort put into bringing him back to life, removing him from the screen now seems highly unlikely, so I pulled out my postcard. In addition, the love of Han's life, Gal Gadot's Giselle Shar, returns from the dead at the conclusion of Fast X. It's basically impossible that the movies would kill him off before he gets an opportunity to rejoin with her. Yet since he is on the plane, we in fact don't know regardless of whether he makes it. Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson, is also on the plane that Ames shoots down at the end of Fast X. He is the Toretto crew's de facto comedian. Since his presentation in Excessively Quick, Excessively Irate. Roman's Quick X curve is about authority, as he struggles to establish himself as more than just a character who provides comic relief. Before entering the fray, he and Tej share a sweet little moment of brotherly love on the plane, and that is basically the last time we see either of them. Roman dead is as well. Most likely not. The class clown probably wouldn't be the person Vin Diesel and the writers wanted to kill on the plane. That is simply excessively miserable. Roman is not the most important member of the gang, but he has been a part of the franchise since the second film, and he is far too beloved to be killed off so abruptly. Additionally, he has emerged from worse scrapes. All things considered, it wouldn't be completely impossible for him to make a major penance to save his companions toward the beginning of Quick and Incensed 11. Such an act would set high stakes for the upcoming film and fit well with his leadership development in Fast X. Ludacris Tej is also aboard the plane when Ames crashes it into a mountain. In any case, would he say he is dead, like Romeo? The response is presumably no. While killing off characters to up the ante is normal toward the finish of a long establishment, killing either 50% of the exemplary, Quick and Incensed satire couple would be simply excessively heartbreaking. As a matter of fact, it appears to be more probable that Tej would be the one to save himself and the others by sorting out a viable, innovative method for getting away from the blast. Given that Ramsey is also present, there's a good chance they'll come up with a solution. Until further notice, however, Ted's destiny stays indistinct. Like Roman, he's been a piece of the establishment since his presentation in Excessively Quick, Excessively Irate, and envisioning the motion pictures without him as of now is hard. Ramsey is last but least